And what's your character's name? Sir Lancelot. He can sure use his Lancelot on me. Hello, and welcome back to Dating Killmulator. This is a dark comedy dating sim in which you become entangled with 3 love interests: a serial killer, a theater kid who's a bit of a hoe, and a therapist with something to hide. This time we are checking out the brand new Dungeons and Dumbasses spin-off where we go on a Dungeons and Dragons style adventure with these 3 lovable idiots. So, get ready to dual wield the boys as I always love to do, and let's get started. The things I do for love, Florian. Don't ask anything else from me. Love? It's a figure of speech. Alright, sit down. I'll take care of the rest. Are you DMing? You're so dependable. Florian starts placing things around the table. He takes out a folder. When you guys told me we're gonna play, I thought it'll be Monopoly. Florian places a sheet of paper full of instructions in front of Cain. Jeez, what a drag. Don't complain, Cain, it's his birthday. He has diplomatic immunity. I hope all of this applies on my birthday too. Florian puts a pair of dices in front of Abel. These dices are poorly made. They're D20s, it's normal for them to have so many faces. Florian takes out a speaker and connects his phone. He ends up taking out a kind of barrier to prevent us from peeking and places it in front of the papers. We can start now. I suppose you're gonna explain what we have to do, won't you? I don't see a board anywhere. There's no need for a board, Cain. This all happens in our collective imagination. You have to try to imagine what's happening and act as if you were your character. So you want us to roleplay? Exactly. Oh, Florian. I didn't know you were into these things. I prefer to be initiated into this whole roleplay thing in private, to be honest. Yeah, like how in Dragon Age we can play the naughty mage and the Templar, and you can be the Templar. Florian turns red. Just kidding. If you'll allow me, I will now begin to introduce the story. Try to imagine everything that is happening. I can take all 3 at once, in a fight, right? And act accordingly. Music! You are 3 mercenaries from the southern islands. You spent years doing odd jobs throughout the land. Well, it wouldn't be for that long, Florian. Don't interrupt. As I was saying, you have no home and no destiny. You live by your own efforts. You've known each other for many years and are friends. Okay? Florian looks at Abel. Now introduce your character, Abel. Do you remember this was for homework? Oh, yeah. Abel takes out... He's so cute! Let me move myself. Look how cute he is. Adorable. Abel takes out a crumpled piece of paper and places it in front of him. My character is a man with class, an athlete, an intellectual, a good guy but not overly so. The kind of guy who always says hello. You know, Florian? At the same time, he's also a complex character with many layers. He's also a man who cries at night. He cries at night. God, do it! Do his fucking deadpan voice. Oh my god. He is such a dork, isn't he? He cries at night. Why? Ah, Florian. I'm not spoiling anything. I only told you the character was deep. Just like how deep he goes into me, Florian writes something down onto his notebook. What are you writing now? Abel tries to read Florian's paper, but Florian taps his hand with the pen. Okay, I guess we can work with this. And what's your character's name? Sir Lancelot. He can sure use his Lancelot on me. So funny. Look, I love that they gave him booby armor. Wow, he looks great. Look at his waist. A waist made for grabbing, so tiny. Such a tiny waist. How original. Okay, Cain, your turn. Cain takes the paper out of his pocket. It is folded in half. Look, my man looking like Cazador from Baldur's Gate 3. I am a silent and deadly swordsman. Like Robin Hood. But I only steal. None of that sharing the money stuff. Florian writes something else in his notes. And his name is? Cain. You can't be named Cain. The point is to be someone you're not. Cain. With a K. Hey, moron. Florian sighs. So far we have 2 chaotic neutral knights. A chaotic neutral character is a character who only has one priority, himself. He is selfish and ignores ethical and moral laws. How balanced. Please, Yandere, tell me you have an interesting character. Name for adventurer. Winter. Okay, so you, Yandere, will be named Winter. As you wish. And how would you say your character's past was? Tragic and sad. In capitals. That's insane. That's abuse in many countries. Hey. And any secrets your character might have? I'm not above silently farting. Makes sense. Hey, what the fuck? That's so you. Shut up. I thought you weren't supposed to project. And finally, how would you say your character's relationship with their parents is? Like 4 stars? You've been lucky then. We can start now. No, wait, what about your character? I don't have a character. I am all the characters you'll meet during the adventure. That's why I'm the DM. A DM, Dungeon Master, is the person in charge of guiding the adventure and managing the game situations. All settled. Let's begin. It's a summer night. It has started to get dark and the rain is falling heavily. To shelter from the rain, you decide to go for a few drinks at the local tavern. Upon entering, there's a very lively atmosphere. You head to the bar counter. Florian looks at us, as if to indicate it's our turn. Good evening, miss. A very elegant girl. It's just Florian in a dress. A very elegant girl comes out from behind the bar. I'm sorry. It's hard not to imagine you with a nice rack, Florian. Well, I find her very elegant. Thanks, Winter. The dress is new. Miss, could you please get a couple of drinks for me and my companions, please? I'm dead. Look at it. It's so funny. In a girl's voice. Oh, okay. Damn it. I can't use my normal voice of Florina, because that's just my voice. I got this. Yes, I'll bring them right over. I'm starting to like this roleplay thing. Florian smiles at me. Give us a barrel of wine. And could you also bring us some appetizers? For free? To do that, Abel, you'll have to make a charisma roll. What? You take that dice and you roll it. Every time you want to do something, you have to roll that dice. If the number is between 1 and 10, it means the action you wanted to do went badly. Between 11 and 20, it goes well. The higher the number, the better you did the action. I'll roll the dice then. A 3. The lady gives you a dirty look. It seems you didn't charm her. She found your tone of voice a bit patronizing. Me? Abel, Sir Lancelot. Let me try. I'm better at this stuff. Oh shit! Yay! Florina slips you a bag of canned goods. In a woman's voice. If you want to come up and see me later, I get off at 8. Finally, you sit down and start drinking wine. Between laughter and sobs, you don't realize you're not alone. Winter. A group of armed men appear, asking for you, Winter. What have you done now, Yinny? I didn't do anything. The leader of the men approaches you. In a man's voice. I got this. Do you mind if I sit down and have a drink with you? Yes, I do mind, actually. Fuck off. So Lancelot stabs him in the neck with a sword. You can't just do that. You can't... Abel! You can't just do that. What the hell? He can stab me with his sword, though. In another way. Wait, Abel, damn it, don't be so hasty. Cain stops Sir Lancelot before he can hurt anyone. Florian rolls the dice. The leader doesn't notice what just happened and sits at the table calmly. Give me the dice. Let him speak first. Good men, what brings you to these lands? We've been sent by Winter's progenitor. Ah, shit. Her father has arranged a marriage between you and the commander of the neighboring country's troops. What the fuck? He doesn't smoke, doesn't drink. A very good suitor, if you ask me. He has paid off the down payment of a property in Staten Island. What? Please walk towards the carriage, Winter. It is awaiting for you. I think I'll try to convince them to leave. Fight the men. Do we want to... I'm not going to accept the marriage. Do we want to convince them to leave or fight them? Let's fight them. We better fight them. Combat time! Yeah! Ah! Ow! Nice. Oh my god! Jesus! Haha! Cry. Ah! I did it! Looks like that's it. I look at the stunned men on the floor. Good job. Sir Lancelot and Cain look at you. You call it, we'll follow you. Let's go explain a couple of things to my father then. The music is so good. Oh my god. You are here. You are here. Bob. A potion shop? Let's take this. Here's your life for 30. While your enemies least expect it, put this in their stomach. Does tons of damage. 25 coins for it. A frog makes your health lower but super cool. A magic mushroom heals you a tiny bit. Does big damage for enemies. Throw this at your enemy. I'll take the dagger. Alright, let's go. Bob's just happy to see us. Alright, let's go. You walk through the forest. You decide to take this route because it's easier to avoid the guards along the way. The light filters through the leaves of the trees. As you walk, you begin to notice the sounds of the forest. Florian looks at Cain, as if he's expecting something from him. Cain notices. What am I supposed to do? You can make a perception roll if you want to try and find out more about your surroundings, for example. I'll do that then. I roll for perception. I got 16. As you wish. In the distance, you see a small squirrel. It's caught in a hunter's trap. I approach it. Cain approaches the hunter's trap. I remove the trap. Cain rolls the dice. 16 again. You remove the trap without any issue. The squirrel runs towards the tree, frightened. No, I'm grabbing it. Cain, are you sure? Sir Lancelot, leave me alone. It's a trap for sure. Side with Cain, side with Abel. Alright, we'll grab the squirrel this time. Let him keep it, Sir Lancelot. Cain approaches the squirrel and picks it up. I'll pet it. Can I pet it? Do I have to roll? You can. I'll pet it then. You stupid man. His name will be Rupert. He looks like a Rupert. I take the squirrel and put it on my belt buckle. Oh, there's a little guy. 50 style points. The heroes continue on their way. Cain, can I pet Rupert? He doesn't trust people enough yet. Don't even think about it. May I? Please do, Winter. That goes without saying. You got the favoritism. Florian, I take the damn squirrel and I put it in my inventory. Florian, I cut off his hands. I put them in my pocket beforehand. What pockets? You're wearing armor. Florian, do something. Abel's cheating, so I can't cut off his hands. Okay, you two, enough. Cain keeps the squirrel. I turn to Abel. And you keep your hands. All settled then. Can we continue? You continue walking through the forest. Florian, I'm hungry. What do I have in my inventory? You all have 5 coins and a regular sword. What do I eat? Coincidentally, you find bushes with fruit along the way. Not fruit, Florian. I already had that for breakfast. So Lancelot wants protein. Roll the dice. See if you find any protein. Abel rolls the dice. I hope he gets a 3. Damn it! The dice says yes, Florian. Where's Sir Lancelot's protein? You find a pack of wild beef jerky in a tree. It's natural habitat. Let's fight it then. Why am I fighting a piece of jerky? Piss my pants. Ah, shit! Damn it! That's what I get. Oh, that was easy. After the whole scene, Giuseppe suddenly enters the room. Gentleman and lady, I bring snacks. Just in time, Giuseppe. All this talk of food has made me hungry. Giuseppe places some canapes in the middle of the table. I've been informed that you have a preference for teas. I bought a selection of teas imported from the United Kingdom. Florian looks at the selection, entranced. Very kind of you. He chooses one. Since you're here, Giuseppe, would you like to play as a character? Of course, sir. As I was saying. Beef jerky with high charisma stats and very low constitution, I guess. Yeah. You continue walking. Ahead of you, next to a well, you find a clearing with a bell. I don't trust this at all. I like to make a perception roll, Florian. Florian smiles. Go ahead. Go, Yiddy, go! Ah, shit. Ah, penis. Oh well. You don't notice anything strange. That means we have to ring the bell. I'm sure that's how we'll find the way out of this forest. I don't think that's a very good idea, Sir Lancelot rings the bell. Florian smiles. Suddenly, a monster falls from the sky and starts chasing you. Florian looks at Giuseppe. Ah, yes, excuse me. Roar! Monster noises. Roar, I'm so evil. Ah, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, look at Cain carrying Abel. You run through the forest looking for an exit, but you can't find one. To escape, you jump into the well. Thanks for participating, Giuseppe. Giuseppe nods and leaves. You are here? We are now here. Can we buy anything? 25. We've already got this. I think I might save up. You spend hours locked within the walls of the well. The light barely gets in. I like to look for a way out. Alright, roll the dice. A 2. You find nothing. I'll try then. Abel rolls the dice. A 1. You find nothing and you hurt yourself looking for the exit. I have very tough skin. I don't think that's canon. I said you get hurt. Florian rolls the dice. 6 points of damage. 6 points? What the hell is the wall made of? Broken glass? I'll try 2 then. Nice! You find a riddle on the walls of the well. Florian starts looking for something in his bag. Here it is. He drops a puzzle on the table. If you want to get out of the well, you have to solve the riddle. Honestly, I'd rather kill myself than do a puzzle. Florian looks disappointed. Don't disappoint him, it's his birthday! I'm surprisingly in agreement with Abel. Let Winter choose then. Collective No, we're doing a puzzle. It's his birthday. Florian smiles at me. Aww, it's a very easy puzzle too, guys. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Well, it's done. I hope you're happy. Very much so. We should get together and do puzzles more often. Yeah, right. Well, we're out of the well, aren't we? Wait. After finishing the riddle, the walls of the well begin to tremble. Slowly, steps emerge from the sides. You all climb the stairs and manage to get out of the well. Well, hey, a burning village. You are here. A creepy mansion? Still can't get anything from Bob. The protagonists leave the forest. About time. Just as you leave the forest, you look up at the sky. It looks like it's going to rain. Did the forecast say so? A bolt of lightning strikes very close to Sir Lancelot. Guys, I think it's gonna rain. Another bolt of lightning strikes very close to you. Maybe we should find some shelter. In the distance, you see a very large house. What do you mean by very large house? Some people will call it a mansion. It seems abandoned. No, let's go in. Don't you knock before entering? Alright, I'll knock before entering. Florian smiles at me. This guy loves it when people knock before entering. He does. He does like it when people knock before entering. Cain knocks on the door. On the first knock, he realizes that the door opens on its own. It had been opened previously. There's no one here, right? No one's answered. Well, let's go in. It has old-fashioned decor. And despite being immense, no light seems to enter, as if it didn't dare to. What do I care? It's better for sleeping. Sir Lancelot finds a spot among the blankets in the house and prepares to sleep. Cain follows him, but to a spot far away, as Sir Lancelot surely snores like a damn bear. Ask the narrator if he wants to sleep with you. Wait, now I'm torn. Do I do the Cain option first? We'll do Cain first, and then we'll do the narrator one. I go over to Cain and prepare to sleep nearby. I don't want to say anything weird, at least not with an audience. Cain comes closer and falls asleep by her side. Oh! Ooh! I see that he doesn't mind. I feel his shoe touch mine under the table. Oh! He smiles at me. Wow! He smiles at me. Shall we sleep? Shall we do more than sleep? Hello? Let's sleep. You're sleeping. Tired from the day's events. In the silence you hear moans. Abel? Are you fandangling your wim-wam? Are you beating your meat metronome? Bang-a-langing your stick? A silhouette appears before you. Since Sir Lancelot's snoring, Winter is unable to sleep. In the distance, you think you might have heard the sound of a running animal, or maybe something scratching the wall. You get the feeling it must be the wind, making the house creak. Or it's me and Cain going at it in one of the bedrooms, making the house shake. You try to go back to sleep, and it seems you succeed. A very special boy. Cain raises an eyebrow. Can I wake up, Florian? Not unless Winter wakes you. I look around and try to find the source of this voice. It's very dark and you can't see anything. What are my options? You can wake up your companions and go investigate, or try to forget everything that happened and try to sleep. You can do whatever you want though. I wake up my companions. Why is Cain pouting? Well, we slept for like 2 minutes. About 3 hours in game. What do we do now? Shall we go and check out the rest of the rooms? Sounds good to me. Me too. The three heroes start looking in every corner. Suddenly, on the second floor you find a couple of objects that catch your attention. Like what? Provisions? Weapons? Photographs. They seem to belong to the former family that has lived in the house. The faces of all the members are scratched out. Everything is very dark, and you can't see anything either. Clearly, no one has lived in this house for many years. You continue walking to the next room. The ghost of a woman is crying on the floor. Gives me the creeps. Let's get closer. We don't know what might have happened to her. And we've already entered her house. The ghost of the woman continues to cry beside the tiny bed. As you walk towards her, she cries even louder. I offer her my hand to get up from the floor. Just like how I wish I offered Cain my hand earlier when we were sleeping next to each other, if you know what I mean. The ghost grabs your hand violently and pulls you, making you fall to the floor with her. I rush to Winter's side and help her up. Oh! The ghost doesn't seem to want to let her go. I don't give a damn what the ghost wants. I kick her. Cain rolls the dice. A 16. I kick her and I keep on doing that until it lets her go. I help Winter get up. The woman disappears into the shadow. Can you just imagine? We're like being grabbed by a ghost and Cain's just like, no! And then just keeps like stomping on the poor ghost. The woman disappears into the shadows. The photographs disappear with her. You leave the room and return to the main hall. The mansion is finally empty. It's yours. The morning's here. You haven't been able to rest much, but you have to continue your journey. I don't want to interrupt Florian's narration, but this part seems to be ripped from Scooby-Doo, dude. Florian lets out a laugh. You don't like Scooby-Doo? Doesn't seem too unrealistic to you. Well, I would have preferred for Sir Lancelot to sleep, and now we have neither energy nor provisions. Maybe we should try and fix that then. Florian, is there a town or something nearby? You go outside. Florian rolls a dice. And to your left, there is a small town. The sign says it's called Cratineville. Cratineville! That's perfect for Abel then, isn't it? To your right is Cashville. We'll go to Cashville. Cashville? Cash? Why? No idea. Guess we'll find out when we get there. Woohoo! We're going to Cashville. Is Cratineville that one? Can we get anything from Bob? No. You follow the signs and in 5 hours you're at the entrance of Cashville. From outside the gate you can already see that the city is designed vertically like a pyramid. Cain's excited to steal. Look how happy he is. We knock on the gate. You knock on the gate 3 times. On the third knock, a small door to the right opens. A hand comes out. Tax money. What? You had to pay the toll. Tax money. Cain. Well, there's no helping it. Cain takes out a check and writes an exorbitant amount. Who do I give it to? Cain, the currency isn't the same. Oh, that's not a problem. Giuseppe makes conversions all the time. You have to pay with in-game currency. Oh, right. So, Cain takes out a coin and puts it in their hand. A few seconds later, the town gate opens. Can you imagine? Cain's just like, well, here's a check. Here's a check for 50k. The streets are overflowing with people. I'm assuming town is shaped like a pyramid because pyramid scheme. People are begging for money on every corner. They have practically nothing but bread to eat. What a scene. Well, it's not that bad. What are we doing here? It's part of the journey, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to get more provisions. Once we have them, we'll have to find a way out of the city. But the price to leave is higher than what you pay to enter. They have fees. I have an idea. Cain whispers something in Florian's ear. Florian looks confused. Florian's like, what the hell is going on? Are you sure? Yes, absolutely sure. Okay then, guys. I need you to give me all your coins. It's important. Yeah, right, like hell. Abel. Trust me. Fine. So Lancelot gives him all his coins. Okay, now I just need you, Winter. Need me in what way? Trust Cain. Alright, here are all my coins. Thanks, beautiful. Aww. Cain puts his plan into motion. Okay, roll the dice first though. Cain rolls the dice. A 20. Ooh! You narrate then. Cain enters the first bakery. In the city, according to Florian, there are 3. I enter the first bakery. I do some business. Business in quotation marks. What do you mean, do some business? I buy all the bread and kill the workers. What? The usual. The usual? I do the same at the other bakeries. The table looks at Cain, horrified. Guys, it's fiction. I would never do this. Says the actual serial killer. The table looks at Cain, horrified. My god. The table looks at Cain, horrified. When I'm done, I go outside and put the loaves on the table and put up a sign. Today's bread, 10 coins. Last units due to global pandemic, stock shortage. A lady from the village walks by. Seeing your sign, she starts to laugh. Cain gives a wicked smile. Don't worry, ma'am. Go buy from your usual bakery. Yeah, kid, I will. Cain, are you extorting the poor? The lady heads to the nearest bakery. She comes out a few minutes later in silence. She gives some coins to Cain, takes a loaf of bread, and leaves. Half an hour later, Cain has sold all the bread. See? I told you getting rich was a piece of cake. But are these people rich? No, working class. And the fact that there's no place for them to buy more bread, it'll ruin the town. Or not. Maybe this will open up a new trade route with the neighboring cities. I assure you that tomorrow when we're gone, they won't have to pay any kind of toll to enter or leave. I'll take care of it personally. I promise. I sigh. Oh, that sounds perfect to me. We save economies wherever we go. At the end of the day, we are the good guys. Both Cain and Abel look at each other satisfied. I'm not going to be the one to tell them otherwise. Perfect. Now that we have the money problem solved, let's buy clothes and go see the governor. But why do we need new clothes to see the governor? This is a guy who charges a toll to enter the city. I assure you, he doesn't grant audiences to poor people. Cain looks at Florian. I would love to see them fight. Let's do this. You buy the clothes and upon arriving at the door of one of the governor's many apartments, you are let in without any problem. Giuseppe, come in again, please. Giuseppe enters the room, wiping his hands on the kitchen towel, thus removing the flour. Florian hands a note to Giuseppe. Can you play this character? Alright, you find yourselves before the governor. He's very happy to see such a group of rich young adventurers. Someone so eager to invest in the country's economy is always good. Finally. I was waiting for someone like you. He speaks with a somewhat peculiar accent. As if he had eggs, sausages, and beans for breakfast. What does that mean? As if he's British? I heard you were succeeding in the food sector. I wanted to offer your bakery business for that marvelous sum of 4 coins. Managing it can be a headache, especially if you're new to the sector. What a shitty deal. We accept. Seems fair. I'm glad to know you're sensible people making conscious decisions. To celebrate in Cashville, we have a tradition. It dates from centuries ago. Of course, what do we have to do? Let's jump off the balcony. What? What? Don't worry, there's a pool below. I jump every evening. It's a way to end the day on a high note. Seems fair. You first. The gentleman approaches the window. He turns his head and jumps. A fucking scream! He turns his head and jumps. You all run to the window. Next to the pool, you see the lifeless body of the governor. It was your plan all along, wasn't it, Cain? Didn't you notice the accent? It was obvious he was going to jump eventually. What the f does that mean? If not today, it would have been tomorrow. And that's that. Another town safe from tyranny. Shall we get going or what? Florian nods. The 3 heroes leave the town triumphantly. In the distance, you hear cries of rebellion. Oh, yay, we incited a rebellion. Let's literally eat the rich. I love it when things go well. Ridiculous. I want to go to Crateenville next. Do we get money? No money? Why am I so poor? Where to now? There's not so much where to, but where you are. You walked in a straight line and end up in the city that your enemies have passed through. You mean the troops of the man I'm supposed to marry? Exactly. They've left everything in flames behind them. Oh no! They're all frowning once they hear that I'm about to get married. They've looted all the houses and left no one alive. Only a child remains in the middle of the square, and the poor kid can't be older than 3, no, 4 years old. Aww. We're taking the kid with us. What? We're taking him. You wanna leave him here? It's not that. We don't know who he is or what happened. I think it's pretty obvious. It could be a trap, we don't know him at all. Cain. I don't give a damn about your opinion. It's a crying child in the middle of the remainings of what used to be a town. I'm assuming Abel's like a bit sensitive about it because of what happened to him. I'm playing this game too. If I say we take him, we take him. He took that very personally. Cain shrugs. As you wish, Sir Lancelot. As you pick up the child, the house in front of you collapses. The child continues to cry loudly. Just then, a group of soldiers emerges from a burning house. We missed a few. They're on horseback and have a tactical advantage over you. What do you do? Kick their asses? Fight? I'll take them all down. Winter, hold the kid for me, please. Combat time. Cry very hard. Item. I don't want to use that just yet. I want to save that. Wah! Get them! Wah! Kick their horses, yeah. You throw them off their horses and I throw them into the flames. Oh. As you wish. They scream in agony as their skin slowly begins to roast. Oh. Oh. You can give me the kid now, Winter. Thanks. The child who was crying before is now silent. He says nothing and has a lost look in his eyes. His future is uncertain and he will have to learn to forgive. You said these soldiers were like idiots, right? I'm gonna kill them all, one by one. Sir Lancelot, what matters is that the boy is okay. Nothing else matters. There's nothing we can do now. They destroyed this child's life and you're coming at me with this crap? Abel, taking this a bit personally, Abel. We'll finish them all, so he'll be the last child who has to go through this. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? I don't care about anything. If I said I'll do it, I'll do it. Yeah, poor Abel. I do feel bad for him. I do want to find out more about his past, so I'm very excited. And I want to find out what Florian's deal is so badly, because man is hiding secrets. I don't make promises lightly. This is starting to get uncomfortable. Anyway, let's put that aside. Where are we going, Florian? Oh, you're almost done. Only the most important part is left to decide. First of all, I'd like to leave the boy in a nearby village, somewhere safe. Wait here. So Lancelot takes the boy and leaves, returning a few hours later. Done. What now? Between you and the end, there are 2 paths. The desert of gold and dust, or the sea of salt water. All seas have salt water. We will go to the sea then. We'll do the desert next time. Bomb, do we have any? Oh, we have money. Let's get a heal. And let's get... No, we'll save up the rest. To reach your destination, you must cross the sea before you. By swimming? The idea is to take a galleon or some kind of ship. There are enemies and sea creatures that can devour you. I hope Cain devours me. I wouldn't go swimming. I'd rather not get wet. I'm sure Cain can get us wet. What means of transport do we have? You can steal one of the ships on the waterfront, because you don't have enough money to buy one. There's a canoe, an aquatic tuk-tuk, and a galleon. Well, we'll take the galleon. I'm not getting on it. I'm not getting on any aquatic tuk-tuk as long as I live. Cain is such a... Cain likes his creature comforts. Cain and his pet peeves. I personally have no problem with any means of transport, as long as it's not the aquatic tuk-tuk or the canoe. You're an idiot. Well, that's settled, isn't it? You approach the galleon. On the side of the ship, you see the name carved. The Secret Second. What an ugly name. It's gonna sink, isn't it? Why? Because why the hell is it called the second? What happened to the first one? I see I'm not alone in this. Florian, continue. The ship's crew is cleaning the galleon. There are about 20 bulky men. I'll take them out. Oh, god damn it. Wah! Look at me dodge. Damn it. Oopsies. Alright, I better not mess this one up. Woohoo! Piece of cake. You board the galleon and the families of the former crews curse you from the shore. We wave at them. Does anyone know how to sail this thing? It's a story. We don't need a license here. If Florian says the thing is heading to our destination, then it is. Come on, Florian, give us some stupid challenge to solve. He takes out a clock with a 10-minute countdown. If you haven't eaten in that time, you will die. I knew it. What the hell are we supposed to eat in the middle of the sea? Whatever. So Lancelot jumps into the sea and tries to fish in full armor? Florian looks at him very surprised. with your armor on. Holy shit, I'd forgotten. Sir Lancelot begins to drown in the middle of the sea, unable to chase a ship that is moving at a much faster pace than him. You idiot! Cain jumps into the sea and grabs Sir Lancelot before he can hurt himself. Guys, if I get a help we are under the water, like quote right here, I'm gonna die. You both begin to drown. The armor is too heavy. Oh no, Abel's armor is too heavy? I guess he has to take all his clothes off. Sir Lancelot, take off the armor. No! Sir Lancelot, we're all gonna die here. Cain, please, make the sacrifice. What sacrifice? I never asked you for anything. You can take off the freaking armor. Sir Lancelot lets out a sigh. He's just like all the others. Damn. Cain slaps Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot's health points go down. I slap him again. Hey, he's taking advantage of the situation. You're running out of life points. The longer you stay in the sea, the more likely you are to drown. Okay. Sir Lancelot takes off his armor and watches it sink. I'll throw the net. Well. And you climb aboard the galleon. What are you wearing? Fashion, Cain? This is called fashion? It's my loungewear. I was fully aware you would have this reaction. I didn't know we had a net. It would probably be easier to fish this way. Are there any more, Florian? On the ship? A few more, yes. I grab them and try and fish for something. Go ahead. Go, Yiddy, go! Ah, shit. You don't find anything. Wanna try again? Yes. 9. You don't find anything else. Wanna try again? Yes. Go, Yiddy, go! Woo! Yeah, we need entertainment, Abel. Stop dancing. It looks like you caught something. But it's pulling hard, just like how I pull hard on Cain late at night. I start reeling in the line. It's too much. I'll help her. Me too. The three of you use all your strength. Suddenly you all fall to the ground. Flying in the sky above you, you see the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's a Florifish. It's Florian, but with a tuna. The Florifish falls into the middle of the ship. Florian shows us a picture of a creature that resembles a fish. Yeah, right. I'm not eating that. Where's this monster? It's deformed. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I think it's very cute. Thanks, Winter. I appreciate the comment. The fish man stares at you. Time to roast it. Okay, let's talk about this. Do we do it or not? Is it morally right to eat the fish version of Florian? Personally, I don't care about the top part, but the fact that it has Florian legs makes me feel Florian comfortable. The reverse mermaid is so funny. What if we adopt it? Can we please stop adopting everything we find along the way? Besides, we kill abominations. Florian seems to be offended by the comment. I say we eat it. Look at the time we have left. Maybe you're right. Hehehe. You don't know who I am, do you? Flourish? It's like, would you rather man bottom with fish head or man top with fish bottom? Damn, do fish talk now? Full of surprises, Florian. Hehehe. I am the wish fish. Hehehe. You can ask for 3 wishes, and I will grant them, because I am the wish fish. I love this kind of stuff. Are there any conditions or limitations? No. I can kill people, I can revive people, I can make someone fall in love with you. Like, can I ask for infinite wishes? No. Abel looks at the clock. 3 minutes left before we starve to death. I wish you were edible. What? Are you stupid? Just because it's ugly doesn't mean I wasn't gonna eat it anyway. You couldn't wish for food. I'm not gonna waste this piece of fish after all the trouble it took to catch it. Yeah, whatever, now it's edible, but what if it doesn't taste good? You're right. I wish you were delicious. Abel! Someone! Shut this man up! No! The fish start sweating a lot. Do fish sweat? Since they met you, they do. Cain throws himself on the floor. Duct tape Abel's mouth. Toss him overboard so he stops wasting our wishes. Cain, don't be an ass. I'm saving the game here. Please, don't do it. I have a family and little fish to feed. And you're telling me this now. If I had known, I would have wished for them to be delicious too. Abel! I don't like it when people hide things, you know? You still have a 3rd wish. You can still fix everything. Sir Lancelot looks around. What's around us, Florian? Just a normal ship deck. Sir Lancelot looks at the Aladdin fish and puts a hand on its shoulder. Yeah, I wish for Cain in my bed. I want Cain in my bed. Naked. Don't worry. I already know what my 3rd wish will be. Why is it your wish? I feel like we all should have gotten 1 wish each. I knew you'd come to your senses. Thank you so much. I wish for some cutlery. Abel! Someone knocks on the door. Gentlemen, if you could do me the favor of moving to the next table. We all move to an empty table. Alright? Abel, please shut up. 1 second. Giuseppe leaves the room. We hear noises from the kitchen. Did he get Florian a birthday cake? Abel looks at Cain and winks. Giuseppe enters the room with the cake in his hands. Oh, hang on, let me move myself down so we can see, We can see Abel's face. 2. I'm not singing. Oh, I want to hear Cain sing. But happy birthday, Florian. Florian isn't quite sure where to put his hands, waiting for it to be over. That's like me. When people sing happy birthday to me, I don't know how to handle this. Happy birthday, man. It looks like he's about to have a heart attack right here. Yeah. We start clapping. He really didn't expect it. Thanks, guys. You didn't have to do all this. It's just another birthday. But thank you. Make a wish, make a wish. Make a wish, Florian. No wishing for more sessions with Yinny, you sly dog. Florian doesn't think for long and blows out the candles. We clap again. Florian! I got you a little something. Florian looks at me surprised. He smiles at me sweetly. Aww. A photograph of Abel's feet. The Lego floating restaurant Baratier. The fucking one-piece Lego set. I want to do the portrait. I feel like he'd like the portrait. I made this drawing of you the other day. It's not much, but I put a few hours into it. I give Florian his drawing. It might sound silly, but it's the first time someone has drawn a picture of me. He continues to look at the drawing. Do you like it? He throws himself on me. Oh. And hugs me tightly. Oh. I put my arms around his neck. I love it. Oh. Wow. If I help wrap the gift, do I get a hug too? Well, of course. Florian hugs Cain with less enthusiasm. I smile. Once he pulls away from him, he looks at me again with a smile I can't quite describe. Once he pulls away from him, he looks at me again with a smile I can't quite describe. Come on, grab a piece of cake and let's finish the game. Florian cuts a piece for each of us. Thanks. We sit down at the table again. Where were we? Oh, right. Well, it's the final fight. Alright, Bob. I think we should grab another dagger and grab the cactus, or maybe in a small heel. Let's go. After traveling over the sea and sky, hoisting all the sails and letting the wind carry you along inhospitable paths, you've arrived at the location of the story's antagonist. They are having coffee on a terrace. It seems Winter's father and Florillain were waiting for you. See, I told you my daughter's never late. Dad, it's my dad. There was no need to even send the men. She's always been this stubborn, you know? Well, she's always on time. Not like me. I'm always the last one to arrive. She gets it from her mother. The man referred to as Florillain gets some from his chair, leaving his decaf frappuccino. Oh my god! It's just Florian with black hair. He's kinda hot. But I do like OG Florian the most. He approaches Winter. He takes her hand and kisses it. I've been looking for you everywhere. I heard about your punctuality and couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. And was an arranged marriage necessary? The real question here is, did the squirrel survive the ocean drowning situation, or is Cain just carrying around a dead rodent? Where's Rupert? Like, you could have sent a pigeon or something, or just not done it at all. I don't know you at all. Well then, let me introduce myself. My name is Florillain. I'm 25 years old and I'm a Cancer Moon. My blood type is A+, and I like walking in the rain. See, daughter? You don't find guys like this with this blood type. His castle is fully paid off. No mortgage. So, shall we have the ceremony now? I look at the two boys attentively. Winter already knew what she would do from the beginning. I'm not marrying him. I won't marry him. I can't accept. So can we kill him now? No. Let me do it. Do you have a safe word just in case? Yes, it's 20 karat gold Labubu. Taylor Swift is engaged. Emily in Paris. Let's do the Labubu one. I turn back to Florillain. Did I tell you I have a property in Staten Island? I'm sorry, Florillain. Winter rejects his proposal. See, this is where you're mistaken. It wasn't a proposal. This was already signed before you arrived. I wanted us to get along, but you had to make things harder. Dad? Your dad has gone to the bathroom. Florillain grabs Winter's arm tightly to guide her to the altar. What? I tried to break free. Roll the dice. A 2. Florian, this crappy dice doesn't work. They never seem to work when we need them. Damn. 20 karat gold Labubu. Time to fight. Item. Yeah. Wow. Jesus. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is a significantly harder fight than I thought it was gonna be. Ah! Get him, Yinny, get him! Oh my god. We did it! Phew, that was close. Winter, are you okay? Yes. Guys, I don't know what I would have done without you. Wait, Rupert's alive. Let's not talk about it. Winter. Dad? You show up now? I was in the bathroom. I ate a lot of cheese. His armor's back. What did you do to Florillain? Dad, I can't marry him. I don't love him as I should. And what do we do now? This is already paid for. It cost me the exorbitant amount of 4 coins. Practically your entire inheritance. I had to hire this good lady for her catering services. Florina appears. It's Florina! Maybe we don't have to cancel everything. My heart starts racing. It's just a game. Why am I getting nervous? Alright, Cain. We're getting married. Winter kneels. Cain, will you marry me? Oh, that was so cute. We finished the whole cake. I gather my things from the table. By far one of the best birthdays I've ever had. Oh, I'm glad. Everything went just as I had planned. The game turned out to be fun in the end. It seems even they had a good time. No one noticed. But considering Abel's reaction to the child and Cain's response to the ghosts, unfortunately it confirms what I already knew. Those two are the murderers I've been looking for. What? What? Florian? Wait, he didn't do this as part of some friendship thing? And he's been hunting people? Hang on, I didn't absorb this for a bit. Like, I knew Florian was hiding something and that he was, you know, because there's been like inklings as to why he's such a good shot during paintball. And then also when you like get a peek at his wrist in some of the other chapters, and you notice that like he's like, yeah, forearms like covered in scars. I guess like assassin related thing maybe, or like a hitman related thing. But also, if you guys haven't played this, I highly recommend checking it out on itch.io. It is free to play, except the spin-offs. So like the one that we did today is paid, but like the main story, which has chapters 1 to 10, and it gets updated every single month, is completely free to play, and it's a very, very good game. Now all that's left is to wait for the right moment. The Paris trip is around the corner. Oh no! No! I don't want them to hurt each other. So I'm gonna go through one more playthrough. This time we're gonna go to Creatineville, and we're also gonna go to the desert instead of the ocean. Oh, and then we're also gonna marry Florillain at the end and see what happens. And then we'll check out some other choices. The things I do for love Florian. Don't ask anything else from me. I will skip through the intro though, because we've already done this bit. I'll put my name this time. Okay, so you, Yinny, will be named Yinny, as you wish. Okay, we made it here. Florian has just asked us how our relationship with our parents is. Let's give no stars this time. She's just like me. We can start now. No wait, what about your character? I don't have a character. I am all the characters you'll meet during the adventure. That's why I'm the DM. A DM, Dungeon Master, is the person in charge of guiding the adventure and managing the game situations. All settled. Let's begin. It's a summer night. It has started to get dark and the rain is falling heavily. To shelter from the rain, you decide to go for a few drinks at the local tavern. Upon entering, there's a very lively atmosphere. You head to the bar counter. Florian looks at us as if to indicate it's our turn. Good evening, miss. A very elegant girl comes out from behind the bar. I'm sorry. It's hard not to imagine you with a nice rack, Florian. I find her very elegant. Thanks, Edie. The dress is new. Miss, could you get us a couple drinks for me and my companions, please? In a girl's voice. Yes, I'll bring them right over. I'm starting to like this roleplay thing. Florian smiles at me. Get us a barrel of wine. And could you also bring us some appetizers for free? To do that, Abel, you'll have to make a charisma roll. What? You take that dice and you roll it. I'll roll the dice then. 3. The lady gives you a dirty look. It seems you didn't charm her. She found your tone of voice a bit patronizing. Me? Abel, I mean, Sir Lancelot. Let me try. I'm better at this stuff. I'd got a 20. Florina? Florina goes to the kitchen and brings out the reserves they had for the winter. Oh no! Your words have moved her, and she's willing to let her entire family die so that you don't have to go hungry today. In a woman's voice. Yinny, stay and work at this little tavern with me. I beg you. Damn, he drives them crazy. Who would have thought? I look at Florina and kiss her hand. Hey, let's not get carried away now. I'm sorry, my dear, but the adventure is calling me. I will return to get you someday, and we will have 4 children. Florina leaves. Very happy. Finally, you sit down and start drinking wine. Between laughter and sobs, you don't realize that you're not alone. Yinny, a group of armed men appear, asking for you, Yinny. What have you done now, Yinny? I didn't do anything. The leader of the men approaches you. In a man's voice, do you mind if I sit down and have a drink with you? Yes. Sir Lancelot stabs him in the neck with a sword. Wait, Abel, damn it, don't be so hasty. Cain stops Sir Lancelot before he can hurt anyone. Florian rolls the dice. The leader doesn't notice what has just happened and sits at the table calmly. Give me the dice. Let him speak first. Good men, what brings you to these lands? We've been sent by Yinny's progenitor. Her father has arranged a marriage between you and the commander of the neighboring country's troops. He doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, a very good suitor if you ask me. He has paid off the down payment of a property in Staten Island. Please walk towards the carriage, Yinny. It is awaiting for you. Accept the marriage. Fine. I pause. If he's such a good catch, I'd be stupid to not accept. Yinny, You don't know him at all. He could be a 40-year-old man who lives in his parents' basement in suburban Detroit, and his name is Chuck. Not to mention we don't know him either. I don't trust him. Guys, it's a game. It's not binding. Abel glares at me. Then he looks at Florian. Florian, I don't like this game. Oh. Can we play Uno? Abel, if you want to get out of this situation, you have to convince her. That's the point of the game. Abel thinks for a few seconds. Then he looks at me. Okay, Yinny, what if you marry me instead? You're moving fast, aren't you? He's so cute. If you don't care about who to marry, I have properties too. I offer 30 shillings. Cain extends his hand out to me. Deal? I offer 3 big pigs. Florian looks on, shocked. Guys, calm down. Let me continue telling the story. Suddenly, Florina approaches the table. I offer 30 shillings, 3 pigs, and the whole bar. Accept offer. This was like bullshit. Alright, I'm not marrying anybody. Let's just leave it. We better fight them. Looks like that's it. I look at the stunned men on the floor. Good job. Sir Lancelot and Cain look at you. You call it. We'll follow you. Let's go explain a couple things to my father then. Woohoo! I'm so excited to play through this again and see what I missed. You walk for 3 hours and finally arrive at the entrance. A stench of sweat reaches you from a distance. Ew! It's a hot town full of mirrors with little to no decoration. In the distance you hear cheers. Ah! Harder! Like that. What the hell? Oh! Almost there. You can really tell he does his cardio. And... Florian, what the hell is going on? If I hear one more orgasm out of you, I'm leaving. Let him be. It's his birthday. Let him come as much as he wants. Thanks, Yinny. Well, as I was saying, you walk through town. As you approach the town square, you feel more heat. The noises become more intense. You don't need to make another one, Florian, we get it. Once you reach the center of the square, you see a group of men exercising. They all cheer each other on. When someone finishes a set of reps, people applaud and hug. Suddenly, silence. They all stare at you. One of them points at Yinny. Protein, 10 reps of weight. What the hell? It's gone rar. Jeez, what a mess. What? The guy says some soldiers passed by earlier looking for you. What? He didn't say any of that. He and I understand each other. Because you both go to the gym? Florian nods. Metal bar, 3 bench presses. Arm day. Leg day. Suddenly, everyone looks horrified. Lack of a sense of humor. Let's see, let me think. My skills are a bit rusty. Chicken with rice, 300 calories. Suddenly, everyone nods in agreement. Okay, I know what's happening. And Cain and I stare at Abel, dumbfounded. It turns out the soldiers tried to raise the town. They were looking for you, but their training paid off because they were able to stop them. They've continued on to the next town. They offered to teach us a technique to protect ourselves, just in case they want to attack us. For free? No, because they like me. Fruit? Vegetables? Fructose saturated fats. See? They're delighted. I learn weirder things about you every day. Okay, not in front of everyone. In exchange, they'd like us to help them with some portraits. They're not very artistically inclined here. Nice, I can help with that. I'll be useful. Let's get the portraits done so we can get to the training. As you wish. The villagers couldn't be happier. They guide you through the town to an open area for good lighting. Okay, how should I draw them? Oh my god. Oh my god. We got this. I think I'm trying way too hard for this. I should probably speed up this section when I'm editing. Can you tell that I draw hot men for a living? See, isn't this great? Aren't I doing a good job? Give him his spiky hair. Why does that look like muscly Bart Simpson? Let's color it in so it doesn't look like that. There we go. Ta-da! Isn't it great? Continue. They turned out interesting. I thought they turned out great. Maybe you went a little overboard. Yes. They thank you and take the portraits. Cantina, 6% fat. They'll hang them on their walls for generations to come. I'm glad, I guess. Well, now let's go train with that super secret technique, right? And that means we're getting close to the end. Abel, translate for me. What is a secret technique about? We speak your language. You don't need to translate anything. What? And that man who was talking before? That's Rar. He fell on his head when he was a young lad. Literature has never been his strong suit. The man, you should see how many reps this bastard does. Scrambled eggs. What does that mean? That he's hungry. Oh, so what do I do? Look, come closer. You approach the leader of the town. He gives you some syringes with a mysterious liquid. What's inside? Shh. It's completely natural, I swear. Is that steroids? But what is it? Shh. It's all organic. People with little to no muscle mass don't like it much, but if you ask me, they're just jealous. When you need to smack someone, you just have to take one of these. But don't forget to go to the gym every once in a while and eat chicken too. Because look at your companions. A twink, a baguette eater, and a man who's making 28k a year. You can do better, Missy. Aww, a twink. A baguette eater and a man is making 28k a year.
Seriously, 28k a year, man. See, the sacred scripture said this was bound to happen. The future is female. Good luck on your journey. The villagers say goodbye to you and continue on your way. I really don't like them. Well, I like them. What can I say? The heroes prepare to leave town, their pockets full of syringes and a big smile on their faces.
Do we have enough to buy from Bob yet? Not yet, sadly. I guess we'll take the 2 daggers. Alright, let's go. Where to now?
It's not so much where to, but where you are. You walked in a straight line and end up in a city that your enemies have passed through.
You mean the troops and the man I'm supposed to marry?
Exactly. They've left everything in flames behind them.
I feel so bad for Abel, look at him.
They've looted all the houses and left no one alive. Only a child remains in the middle of the square. The poor kid can't be older than 3, no 4 years old. We're taking the kid with us. What? We're taking him. You're not leaving him here. It's not that. We don't know who he is or what happened. I think it's pretty obvious. It could be a trap. We don't know him at all. Cain, I don't give a damn about your opinion. It's a crying child in the middle of the remainings of what used to be a town. I'm playing this game too. If I say we take him, we take him.
He took that very personally. Cain shrugs.
As you wish, Sir Lancelot. As you pick up the child, the house in front of you collapses. The child continues to cry loudly. Just then, a group of soldiers emerges from a burning house. We missed a few. They're on horseback and have a tactical advantage over you. What do? I'll take them all down. Can you hold the kid for me, please?
Well, time to fight them. Gonna use my 2 daggers, my syringe full of roids. Ah, Jesus. Ow, that should do it.
You throw them off their horses and I throw them into the flames.
Oh,
as you wish. They scream in agony as their skin slowly begins to roast. You give me the kid now, Yinny. Thanks. The child who was crying before now is silent. He says nothing and has a lost look in his eyes. His future is uncertain and he will have to learn to forgive. You said these soldiers were that idiots, right? I'm gonna kill them all, one by one.
Sir Lancelot, what matters that the boy is okay? Nothing else matters. There's nothing we can do now.
They destroy this child's life and you're coming at me with this crap? We'll finish them all so he'll be the last child who has to go through this. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? I don't care about anything. If I said I'll do it, I'll do it. I don't make promises lightly.
This is starting to get uncomfortable. Anyway, let's put that aside. Where are we going, Florian?
Oh, you're almost done. Only the most important part is left to decide. First of all, I'd like to leave the boy in a nearby village somewhere safe. Wait here. So Lancelot takes the boy and leaves, returning a few hours later. Done. What now? Between you and the end, there are 2 parts. The desert of the golden dust, or the sea of salt water. All seas of salt water.
We'll go for the desert.
It's really not as bad as it seems. Alright, you start walking beyond the path.
Into the desert.
You finally arrive in front of a huge desert. The dunes cover the horizon. There's a lot of sand, we get it. You don't have to romanticize everything. It ruins the magic. Whatever you say, you begin to venture into the interior of the desert. As you walk, it gets hotter and hotter.
Will Sir Lancelot be okay with the armor? Aren't you hot?
The armor stays on. It's part of the fit. Considering how much you like to take your shirt off, I'm quite surprised to hear you say that. Don't think too much about it, there's no reason behind it.
So there is a reason. I won't insist.
The desert seems endless, and despite having eaten during the journey, you had not planned this route. Therefore, you have not prepared drinks for this trip. Your hydration levels are dropping by the second.
Florian places a 10-minute countdown timer on the table.
If you haven't drunk anything in the next 10 minutes, you will die.
Damn. Are there any cacti around here? I saw it on TV when I was a kid.
Roll the dice.
2. Damn it, no!
You don't see any cacti. Perhaps the sand blowing in the air prevents you from focusing on a specific point.
Fantastic.
Perfect, now we have nothing. And what are we gonna drink now? In the distance, you hear a man shouting,
Fresh water! Fresh water for just 1 coin, just for today. Tasty, good packaging and cheap, miss.
Florian, I was gonna say this before, but what a coincidence that whenever we need something, it appears in the very next scene. That's how the game works. Otherwise, we get stuck. Let's go see the shopkeeper then. We approach him. You see a greedy and very ugly man.
Oh my god. Why is he like disintegrating?
Good morning, gentlemen. Do you want some water?
I go to the vendor and ask for some water.
Well, hello, lady. What a snatched waist you have in there. What can I get for you? You want one of my water bottles? The man prepares a glass of water and gives it to you.
I drink it.
Then he prepares one for Sir Lancelot. I drink that one too. And finally one for Cain. Always last, of course. You are no longer in danger of dying from dehydration. Gentlemen, that would be 400 gold coins.
Florian, don't tell me we just got scammed in the middle of the desert.
We don't have that kind of money. The man, seeing that you have no financial security or savings, threatens you.
I'm very good at sweet talking people. I'll make sure we get it for free. Go, Yinny, go! Go, Yinny, go! Ah, shit. No!
Girl, I love what you're telling me. No one has told me such things, not even my wife. But I'm bound to feed. I didn't want to come to this, but I have something to confess.
Florian raises an eyebrow.
I, Sir Lancelot, am a character with a tragic past. I didn't always want to be a knight. At one point, I wanted to be a belly dancer.
Ah,
But with these abs sculpted by the gods, I can't move my belly the way society wants me to. My abs are too hard.
he makes a pained expression.
Have you been wearing that outfit under your armor since day one? Cain, don't be a belly dance phobe, you too. Don't be like my parents. Not from you, please. Let me handle this. Vendor, you want to feed your family? Feed your soul with this.
What happened over the next 30 minutes, I will never forget. But I don't think people are ready for it. No, I want to see Abel gyrate. Maybe when you're older.
The man accompanies you until you get to the last part of the desert. Thank you, Sir Lancelot. You've changed my life. Mine and that of future generations. I see the world with a different perspective. Can you please put your armor back on? That's exactly what my parents used to say.
The vendor leaves, waving goodbye.
You've finally arrived.
Someone knocks on the door.
Gentlemen, if you could do me the favor of moving to the next table.
We all move to an empty table. Alright, Giuseppe leaves the room. We hear noises from the kitchen. Abel looks at Cain and winks. Giuseppe enters the room with a cake in his hands. And then they sing happy birthday.
You didn't have to do this, but thanks. Make a wish, make a wish.
Make a wish, Florian.
No wishing for more sessions with Yinny, you sly dog.
Florian doesn't think for long and blows out the candles. We clap again. Florian, I got you a little something. Florian looks at me surprised. He smiles at me sweetly. I'll give them the Lego this time, and then we'll do the feet after. The Lego floating restaurant Baratier from One Piece.
The what?
The Lego floating restaurant Baratier.
Oh, that's so cool. You didn't have to. I'll put it on my nightstand. After you help me build it. If you want, of course.
I choose well. Of course. I smile.
Come on, grab a piece of cake and let's finish the game.
I still feel like the portrait was better because he hugged us. Florian cuts a piece of each of us.
Thanks.
We sit down at the table again.
Where were we? Oh, right.
Alright, it is time.
After traveling over sea and sky, hoisting the sails and letting the winds carry you along the inhospitable parts, you have arrived at the location of the story's antagonist. They're having coffee at a terrace. Seems Yinny's father and Florillain were waiting for you. See, I told you my daughter's never late. There was no need to even send the men. She's always been this stubborn, you know? She's always on time. Not like me. I'm always the last one to arrive. She gets it from her mother. The man referred to as Florillain gets it from his chair, leaving his decaf frappuccino. He approaches Yinny. He takes her hand and kisses it. I've been looking for you everywhere. I heard about your punctuality and couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you.
And was an arranged marriage necessary? Like you could have sent a picture or something? Or just not done at all? I don't know you at all.
Well then, let me introduce myself. My name is Florillain. I'm 25 years old and I'm a Cancer moon. My blood type is A+, and A positive, and I like walking in the rain. See, daughter? You don't find guys like this with this blood type. His castle is fully paid off. No mortgage. So shall we have the ceremony now?
I look at the two boys attentively. Yinny already knew what she would do from the beginning. I'll marry him. Alright, a castle with no mortgage? Can't say no to that.
What? Can she do that? Did we go on this whole journey for nothing?
Guys, I have to look out for my future. Please respect my decision. The market's really bad these days. If I don't end up with this murderer, I might get stuck with some soccer-loving 28k a year guy.
I feel very offended right now.
Florian takes my hand.
And so, Florillain took Yinny's hand. I will love you for the rest of my life.
Me too.
Yinny, will you marry me?
Oh my god.
And finish the whole cake. I gather my things from the table. By far one of the best birthdays I've ever had. Everything went just as I had planned. The game turned out to be fun in the end. It seems even they had a good time. No one noticed. But, considering Abel's reaction to the child and Cain's response to the ghosts, unfortunately confirms what I already knew. Those two are the murderers I've been looking for. Now all that's left is to wait for the right moment.
I'm so curious and scared as to what's gonna happen, especially on the Paris trip as well. Okay, I'm gonna try out some of the other choices now, mainly the romance ones, but for now, I also want to see what happens when we convince them to leave with charisma. I look at Florian. I like to convince the men to leave me alone. May I? Florian thinks for a second.
Yes, roll the dice. We call that a charisma roll.
I'll roll the dice then. Go, Yinny, go. Ah, fuck. No!
You try to convince the soldiers to leave you be, but they have very clear orders and don't pay you any mind. The leader of the men looks at you and says, Miss, if you don't come with us voluntarily, it'll have to be the hard way. Hard way it is, then.
Okay, now we're in the haunted mansion. I'm gonna ask the narrator if he wants to sleep with us. I like to sleep next to the narrator. Florian is surprised and turns as red as a tomato.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying no, but I'm the narrator. I'm not supposed to be physically present in the story.
But if you were, where in the house would you be?
I'd be under a table to shelter from the cold.
Florian is looking at me, right into my eyes. I lie down under the table. Sweet dreams then.
Good night.
Aww. And this time I will choose a photograph of Abel's feet. Florian looks at the photo. Abel rushes to comment on the gift.
It's for studying anatomy. Since you don't show your feet, I thought it'd be nice if you knew what a pair looked like.
Florian looks at me with a half smile. Oh no, he doesn't like it.
Thank you very much. Will you sign them for me? For you, my biggest fan, whatever you need.
My god. Those are some really nicely rendered feet.
No selling them on eBay though. That would really piss me off.
I smile. Oh well. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's ask Florina to marry us. Yinny kneels. Florina, will you join me in holy matrimony? I think it just ends after you propose for,
like, all of them?
because it did the same for Cain as well. And let's do a middle ground for the parents this time. 3 stars.
Well, like in any family, I suppose.
Okay, not much of a reaction. We rolled a 7 this time for Florina. You try to seduce the lady and it goes even worse than it did for Sir Lancelot. She asks you to sit down and stop bothering her. Finally, you sit down and start drinking wine. Aww. And this time, instead of trusting Cain and Cashville, we don't trust him. I'm not into investing things I don't know about. I'd rather open a checking account and keep my 5 coins safe.
If that's what you want, I'll do as you say. The 3 heroes head to the town bank. Excuse me, we'd like to open an investment account, but we're not sure how it works. Could you explain it to us? The banker gives a very friendly smile. Of course, we're here to help. He seems like a nice guy. I like him. I have a very good feeling about this.
Cain shakes his head.
Well, look, we have these high-risk investment accounts. I don't recommend those, too dangerous. On the other hand, we have these low-risk ones. It's practically impossible to lose money.
Unless I get scammed.
In 1 year, you can have gains of 100%.
Sounds too good to be true. Thank you for being honest with us. I prefer you tell me the truth.
I would never lie to a client.
Yes, you would.
How could I sleep at night otherwise? On a bed of money? It's one of the first things they teach you in the master's program. And this is Lyman Bro Bank. We don't do these things here. They do that at cash. Never here, otherwise we couldn't get influencers to trust us, right?
Perfect then. Take all our coins.
The banker takes the coins and deposits them in a box. Great. Okay, give me a second. All set.
Suddenly a tube falls from the ceiling.
See, this is how the day's market quotes arrive. Today,
the banker takes a small piece of paper from the tube.
The markets have crashed. Not again. I'm sorry to inform you that you've lost your 5 coins. And you owe us 10 for the management fee.
But I just trusted you with all my savings. You're not fooling me. You sell my money in the box.
Lady, don't get tense. The banker moves the box aside with a smile. I don't know why you think there's money in the money box. If you want to pay the fee, I'd recommend you start working. They just opened 2 fast food restaurants and another sausage factory.
I have a sausage factory right here. See? Sausage 1, sausage 2, and sausage 3.
If you have about 4 years of experience, I'm sure they'll hire you.
Well, not the fucking Dark Souls thing. Oh, I guess our only choice is to, trust Cain. Well, we've already done that. Alright, I want to see what happens when Florillain kills me. Because up until now, I haven't died to a battle yet. I wonder if it just does the Dark Souls redo like it did for the bank scene? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, well, time to kick his ass. And finally, we'll ask Sir Lancelot to marry us, though I think it's going to be the same as Cain and Florina. Winter kneels. Sir Lancelot, will you marry me? Yeah, and then the exclamation mark and it's the same. Well, that's all the little extra tidbits, I guess. Aside from, like, you know, the choices that you get from rolling the dice and so on and so forth, which is like a chance thing, so I can't really, you know, guarantee them. And that was the end of the Dungeons and Dumbasses spin-off of Dating Killmulator. I hope you guys liked that. I really enjoyed that. That was so funny. I am a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons and like Pathfinder and tabletops in general. I play a ranger in a Pathfinder campaign, and I also play a rogue ranger multiclass in a D&D campaign, so I am a big fan of my rogues. I like bows. Bows are like one of my favorite weapons, so Coolum Games was saying that they were going to do a Dungeons and Dragons spin-off. I was naturally incredibly excited, and I was not disappointed. The dice roll mechanic and having all the different narrative choices that you get afterwards is so cool. I loved their costumes so much. Like, Cain especially is so pretty. When I first saw him, I thought he was like a ranger or a rogue because of the hood, and I was like, I think I'm gonna like hyperventilate because he's so pretty. He was so gorgeous. I think it's so sweet that this was like a whole thing for Florian's birthday, but I'm actually completely blown away by how This was a ploy for Florian to find out more information, and that's so interesting because, well, we know that Florian has something to hide. Given that there's been little hints throughout the story so far, it's just, I really want to know what his deal is. We know Cain's tragic backstory because we saw it in episode 10. We know a bit about Abel because he tells us in episode 4. And now I'm like, I don't know, the only thing left is Florian. Because why is he such a good shot with a paintball gun? Why does he have like the scars and everything? And yeah, it's just something that I really want to find out. But no, this was spectacular. I had so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I think sometimes I just really need like a light-hearted game to play. And honestly, dating Killmulator has been like such a joy in my life because every single time I play it, it makes me really happy. It's like one of the main things I look forward to every single month now. And I feel like so spoiled that Coolum Games updates so frequently, because it means like every single month we get to see our boys again. And that makes me so happy. But thank you so much for playing along with me. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next part. And also consider following Coolum Games on their socials. I have them linked below. And checking out Dating Killmulator for yourself, which is also linked in the description box below. But thank you so much again, and until the next fictional man, take care!